What's up? Heidi ho, everybody. Welcome to Tool Squatch live late night Saturdays. Turn off Saturday Night Live, stop scrolling, and let's play with some goddamn tools, shall we? We got some new tools in the basement the last couple of days. We got the, at some great prices, by the way. Great freaking prices. Got the rigid belt sander for 48 bucks. That came in yesterday. One of our subscribers, Mr. Walker, sent me the Ryobi Special Edition 30th Anniversary Compact Drill. And I was in Lowe's today, and this Bosch Jigsaw, listen to this. I got that Jigsaw for 39 bucks. Boom. Did I need it? No, I don't need it. But guess what? I'm planning on doing a big who makes the best D-handle jigsaw video. So I have to start accumulating different jigsaws when I can. That was the perfect price. We pulled the trigger. So maybe in a couple of weeks, I still got to get the DeWalt, the rigid. Maybe we'll throw a Skill and a Ryobi in there, and that will be our video with Flex, Milwaukee, and Bosch. And maybe if the Metabo goes on sale here soon. I'm kind of far away from the camera. Can't see who's in here. What up, Kansas? What up, what up, what up? I have never been more excited to get a Ryobi tool in my life. Now, I know the drill sucks. It's just the Ryobi compact drill, right? It probably sucks. And I hate this bump. Why, Ryobi? Why? Get rid of that bump. If that bump wasn't there, this would actually feel pretty good. But look at how sexy that is. Even with the junky, I got a boner battery. Boner batteries. It's still sexy to me. It even comes with, wait till you see this. Look, it shows you their first battery. Remember the old blue Ryobis? And now their newest battery, right? And it comes with a 30th anniversary charger. Ta-da! It's only a 2 amp charger though, so it's not like it charges that fast. But it did come with a 4 amp hour high output battery. So I mean, that's a pretty good battery for, you know, to put in a kit like this. The rigid D handle is great. Yeah, you know, I should have got it on sale. It was on sale with the angle grinder for, listen to this, the two tool combo kit, the brushless D handle and the brushless angle grinder. It was like a month ago. They had it on sale for $139. And I said, as soon as I get home, I'm going to order it. Well, I got home and they sold out. And I missed out on it. But yeah, so I'm looking to get the rigid D handle, the DeWalt D handle, maybe a Skill and a Ryobi D handle, just put some DIY options in there, and if it's cheap enough, the Metabo one. But by the looks of it, the Metabo isn't anything that great. J. True, Kansas, Fix a Jimmy. Made it, gotcha on the TV. Oh, wow, I'm a superstar now. All right, so, I don't know. I guess we're just going to play with some tools. And who knows, maybe I'll give away a tool at the end of the video. But you got to be in the comment section, guys. You got to be in the comment section. And then we'll do a little giveaway here at the end of the video. Let me go see what we're giving away. Hold on, let me go dig something up. What about a brand new Skill Oscillate Multi-Tool? Huh? What do you guys think about that? It's either this multi-tool or a Skill sander. Hold on, let me go get the sander so you guys can look. So, you guys have seen me use this on the channel when I've made my cutting boards. I usually use this for my final finishing sandings at 240 grit, the 12-volt mouth sander. It's actually not a bad sander, guys. It's really not. I don't know much about this, but it's a brand new Oscillate multi-tool. Comes with all kinds of blades, sandpaper, all that good stuff. These also come with a 5-year warranty. So which one are we going to give away tonight? Which one, guys? You guys vote right now in the comments section. Say 1 for the sander or 2 for the Oscillate multi-tool. Honestly, the Oscillate multi-tool's a little bit more expensive, a little bit better, you know, higher value tool. But I'm going to tell you right now, I use this all the time. I use this sander all the time, and if you're a woodworker, that type of stuff, it's nice to have a little mouth sander like this that's cordless. You can just touch up stuff real quick. You ain't got to go back and plug in your sanders and all that type of stuff. So I really, really like it. And you want to know what? I've been talking about our 10K giveaway for so goddamn long now that, you know, I kind of feel bad. We're at like 9,900 subs. We just can't get the 10K for some odd reason. And I feel like I should leak one to you guys a little bit early. That's kind of my style. Like during Christmas time, I can't wait till Christmas to give my gifts away. Like I'm always having Christina open up hers a day or two early. So this is kind of like my style. I'm kind of far away from the camera. Let's see what people are talking. Let's see. Both. Okay, Kansas. 1, 2. Wow, I'm actually going to hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm going to put a poll up. It'll make it a lot easier on me. Hold on. You guys are going to all have to re-vote. Hold on. Let me figure this out. Poll. How do we do a poll? Does anybody know what button I press to do a poll? What's this? Pin to the live stream. No. What's this? Chat translation. I'm just pressing button, guys, so if something happens, I'm sorry. Waiting on. That's microphone, I think. That's effects. I know, I'm trying to figure it out. Whoop. Don't want to see that. Don't want to mute the mic. I don't know, guys. I can't figure it out how to create a poll. Let's see. Jimbo, I'm making you a moderator, by the way. You should be. I'm sorry, guys. I just never done this before. What's this? No, I don't want a green screen. Ah, go back. There. Golly, I think I did it one time, but I don't know how to do it again. Son of a bitch. Top messages, automatic chat translation. I know, Souls. You're supposed to know all this stuff, dude. Oh, poll. I found it. It was literally the last one I clicked. All right, ask a question. All right. Sander. Oh, come on. Add option. I don't want a yes or a no. Or multi-tool. Sander. Oscillating multi-tool. All right, guys. So ignore the yes and the no in the whatchamacallit and just vote on the sander or the oscillating multi-tool, please, okay? All right, there you go. So ignore the yes or the no. It wouldn't let me get rid of it. Let me move this out of the way. Why won't it let me Why won't it let me shrink it? All right, I'm going to leave that up for like 2 minutes. That's how much time you guys got to decide what we're giving away tonight. 2 minutes, and then I'll take the pull down so it's not in the middle of my friggin' screen, okay? Let's see. Most compact, 2.1 pound tool weight, 24 position clutch, half-inch chuck, 2-speed gearbox. It claims to have 450 inch-pounds of torque. I highly doubt that. That's what the Dong Chang said that it had, and it fell woefully short. It's only got 1,700 RPMs and speed 2. Powerful brushless motor, only 6 inches long. High performance lithium technology. Sure, whatever you say. Now, this Bosch, the Bosch Jigsaw I picked up for like 30 bucks today. I don't know about it. It's kind of heavy. I think it's got a short stroke length too. And this just came out 2025, I believe. So this is like their new model. It's the GST 18V-37N. It's got 3,300 strokes per minute and a stroke length of 3/4 of an inch. I feel like that's a small stroke length. I feel like my Skill 12-volt Jigsaw has a longer stroke length than that. And if I'm guessing, I'm not guessing, I know. The longer the stroke length, the better it cuts, I believe. That's how it goes. Let's see. What are we at here? Wow, oh my God, it's tied. Who voted yes and no? Like, don't vote yes or no. It's tied, guys. Somebody's got to break the tiebreaker. Short stroke length. Yeah. I'm in the right place. Dongcheng has to be the best tool brand name out there. I don't think so. Guys, it's dead even. Up. Now it's at 46 and it's back up to 40. It's jumping. No, don't hit yes or no. Ignore the yes and the no in there and just vote sander or oscillate multi-tool. Well, as far as right now, we'll close it in 30 seconds. My timer says 14 minutes and 15 seconds. So we'll give another 30 seconds. So at 14:45, we're closing the polls. And we are deadlocked at 43% right now. It's a fucking tie. This is my luck, right? This is what I get for trying to do something nice. All right, time's up. It is dead tied. It's tied. It's tied at 43% for both. What the fuck? Can one more person frickin' vote so that it's not a tie, please? There's 14 votes out there. A couple of idiots voted yes or no, even though I said don't do that. No. It can't be both. I gotta save it. I gotta save what I bought for you guys for the mega giveaway. Now it's at 40-40 because somebody else voted yes or no. Like, guys. All right, 44% there. We're calling it. 44% for the sander, but that was pretty even. So let's close the poll. Let's see. Time to close the poll. How do we do this? Okay. Come on. Drag here to end the poll. Well, why ain't it dragging? Oh my lord. Oh my god, I had to do that like 12 times. Sorry, guys. Alright, so we're going to give away the sander. I think it comes with a bunch of sanding pads and stuff, if I'm not mistaken. Let's open her up. Oh yeah, guys. I mean, you ain't going to have to buy sandpaper. It literally comes with all this sandpaper. You got 240 grit. I think there's like 20 sheets there. You got 80 grit, 20 sheets. 180 grit, 20 sheets, and 120 grit. So you're getting like 100 sheets of friggin' sandpaper with this. I mean, what's that worth? That's worth at least 30 bucks, right? Never have too much sandpaper. And I gotta tell you guys, this ain't a bad little tool. If you're just getting into woodworking and you're on a budget and you don't want to spend big bucks on bigger name sanders, this is what I bought. I got started with this. Actually, I bought the old Brush Milwaukee one, and it was so horrible I took it back, and I spent like 140 bucks on it. It literally hurt my hand. So I had to take it back, and then I bought this, and I was happy with this one. This is what got me started. This, a circular saw, some Harbor Freight squeeze clamps and Bremen squeeze clamps, speed square, a few other little tools, and that's what got me going making cutting boards. All right, so we're giving away the sander tonight, but you got to stick around to the end. Let's see. This botch only gets 3/4 of an inch stroke length. This is the Skill 12-volt barrel grip jigsaw. This is going to be in the giveaway. This is just one of the items in the giveaway. I got plenty of other goodies. This has got a 7/8 stroke length. So this has only got 3/4. So I'm thinking it's not going to be nearly as nice as my Milwaukee or my Flex, but you never know. We'll give it a test, give it a try. I will say I don't like how you have to adjust the bevel with an Allen key. It's an old style. This is a new model though. This model just came out last year, I believe. They got the on-tool storage for the Allen key, so if you want to, you know, bevel or do anything like that to change the shoe here, you gotta do it with an Allen key. No quick. There is a quick insert for the blade though, so that's always nice. It is a little bit heavy though, I must say. I must say it is a little bit heavy. But hey, 30 bucks is 30 bucks. And y'all saw this the other night. This bad mamma jamma. Hey, Fix It Jimmy, eat your heart out, man. I got a new project. Just glued these up. I glued these up earlier today. Biscuit jointed. I'm making a spice rack, Jimmy. That's right. I'm making a spice rack just like you. That's the back part of it. I got a biscuit jointed together after I plane them down and get them all flat and all that type of stuff. After I get off the live with you, I'll be working on that. But enough talking, right, guys? Let's use some tools. All right, done enough talking here. Certain brands are like gangs in my job. Everyone here has Milwaukee. Let somebody see you carrying a Ryobi. Okay, whatever. Here's what I say. Some guys can't afford better stuff. And in order to get the job done, in order to get started, they need to buy the cheaper stuff. Whether it's Ryobi, Hercules, Skill, whatever, you know, they needed to. When I got into Pep Boys, when I first started at Pep Boys, I was green as green can be. I hadn't worked in the industry in 15 years. I almost had to be retrained on a lot of stuff because I had just forgotten it all. And I didn't have any more tools. I gave them all away or sold them. And you know what I did? I went and bought the Ryobi high torque impact wrench. And was it the best? No, but it lasted me a year and a half until I could get my feet wet and I could start making some money. And then I started slowly adding better tools to that. And then you know what I did with that Ryobi impact? I warrantied it. They warrantied it. They sent me a new one, and I gave it to a kid. He was a 19-year-old kid coming in to be a lube tech, and he needed a gun, so I gave him that. And I think he still uses that to this day. To tell you the truth, I think it's still going 3 years later. So sometimes you gotta just make do with what you can make do with. Yeah, see, Soul says he started off with a corded Black & Decker. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just gotta... I mean, I tell you what, at least in the garage, I wouldn't laugh at somebody for having a Ryobi tool, because you want to know why? If they didn't have that Ryobi tool, you know what they'd be doing? Hey, Josh, can I use your impact? Hey, Josh, can I use your ratchets? Can I use your wrenches? Can I use your sockets? Hey, Josh, hey, Josh, hey, Josh. And then next thing you know, them tools come up missing. So, yeah. I'd rather them show up with shitty tools if they're starting off than constantly borrowing from me or the other guys, because then that creates rifts in the workplace. You feel a certain way about somebody, especially if something gets lost or damaged. Hey, Rod. Hey, yeah, Rod, I got your email earlier today, buddy. I've just been really busy. I will email you after the live, okay, buddy? I just want to let you know I did get your email this morning. I have been just so busy, dude. And to answer your question really quick, yes, we still have that shirt. You gotta click on the shirt and then change whatever color you want it, but the shirt's still there. And there's just not coffee mugs either. There's like them tumbler cups, also with that logo on it. I can walk you all through it in the email, dude. So I will email you as soon as I'm done with the live. Okay, Rod the Bod? If it gets the job done, what you need until you can get a yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right. Let's head on over. Look at this bad boy I picked up yesterday. Oh, yeah. Got a little 6x6 I got to chop up. I got sick and tired of putting like 3 4x4s stacked on top of each other. You know, it was just like crazy. I said, fuck it, I'm just going to buy, because I already had that 4x6 down there. So I got like half of that 4x6 I can use. And we'll stack that on top of the 6x6. And that will be our new wood that we use to test out stuff. Stuff, man. That's what we're going to use to test out stuff. All right. Now remember, you got to stay till the end in order to be eligible to win that skill sander. We're giving it away tonight, guys. Skill sander, giving it away tonight. As long as you don't live in like bumfuck USA where it's going to cost me $80 to ship it, I will ship it, okay? As long as shipping is reasonable. I will say shipping rates have gone through the roof. So if you live out in the middle of effing nowhere, listen, because I've shipped stuff to Souls a few times, it's not that expensive to ship to Souls. So if you like live really in the middle of nowhere, then that's when it becomes really shitty to ship. So if you win, we'll see how much shipping is. 98% of the time, it's going to be fine. So if you live in the U.S., we're going to ship it to you guys, okay? Shoot it to me then. Hold on, Snoopy. You're a Milwaukee guy, man. You don't touch any other tools but Milwaukee tools. So why on earth would you want this? Because free's good, right? All right. I got some timber locks stuck in here. Like a dummy the other day. All right. The very exclusive black Ryobi drill. Let's start her off with a 4-inch timber lock. And she's ice cold, 4 amp hour, high output battery. I think I got a tabless battery down here somewhere. Or maybe Christina brought them all upstairs for the vacuum. Oh no. I got one. We can try this out with the edge battery too. Let's see if we can down a 4-inch timber lock. Let's just start there. Nope. Nope. Maybe it needs to warm up. Let's warm her up. If Ryobi, now that looks sexy. You know, the little yellow showing here and the little yellow accents everywhere with the black. I think that's awesome. If Ryobi focused on making their tools as good as they look, we could possibly talk about liking Ryobi, but that's never going to happen. It's consistent. I gotta tell you what, I can feel the heat coming off of it just by trying out these couple of timber locks here. Come on. All right, down that one. Maybe it just needs to warm up. Or not. It's very weak. It's very, very weak. All right, it put it in and took it out that time. All right. Put it in, couldn't take it out. You know what? This is getting hot, and I don't feel like burning my fingers tonight, guys, so... Yeah, I didn't buy it because I was going to use it. I bought it because it's kind of like a collector's piece. You know what I mean? And I definitely wasn't getting the little stupid hand vac. Those were the only tools that they put in this 30th anniversary thing. Was this drill and the shop vac, or not the shop vac, the little car vac. And I'll be damned if I'm going to use... I hate little car vacs. I hate those things. I've always hated them. So, yeah. And you all know I'm a kind of a connoisseur of drills. Because that's what I do for a living. I drill holes all day long for a living. I got big drill presses, little drill presses, big drills, little drills, all kinds of goofy drills. It's kind of my thing. Let's try it with the edge battery. Let's see if that makes a difference. Wow, it did worse. It did worse with the edge battery. Oh. Oh, we broke it. It's so powerful, it snapped my 4-inch timber lock, damn it. So I got another 4-incher. That's what she said. Her. Of course I got another 4-inch timber lock. This is tool Squatch. Snapping off 4-inch timber locks like nothing. Yeah, I don't think you can do a 4-inch timber lock in speed 2 consistently, even with the edge battery. All right. Let's drill some holes. What do you say, gang? Let's drill some holes. What do I got here? I got this piece of wood we can drill some holes in. Actually, let me get the dong chin. Hold on. Hold on, guys. Just hold on. Here's the dong chin, guys. I don't know, Craftsman ain't too much better. I'm going to be honest with you. They're just not. All right, dong chin. Speed 2 in drill mode. Ooh, that's very close. And that was ice cold with a 2 amp hour battery. I spoke too soon. It's probably just a part of the wood there. It can take it out though. The Ryobi couldn't. Yeah, this is equally as big of a piece of a shit. Let's see. So the Ryobi's fatter and shorter, the dong chin's skinnier and a little bit longer. Junk. You know what? Even if the Ryobi was worse than this thing, I would still tell you not to buy this piece of shit just because of what the company has done to me these last few weeks. Demanding I take down my video, demanding this. If I don't do it, we're going to hurt your channel, and then sending their employees or their bots into my chat section to call me unprofessional, that I don't know how to use a drill. You know, yeah, I don't know how to use a drill. Yeah, sure. Let's see. This is the perfect test to show the homeowners out there that the cheapest drills aren't really able to do everything you need. There's a difference between cheap and value. Learn the difference. Yeah, and I'm going to show you that right now. I'm glad you brought that up. Kansas. So here's a skill. Okay? 2 amp hour, 18650 cell battery, right? Okay? It's very similar. I'd probably say the skill has a better grip because see this stupid bump? I hate that stupid bump on Ryobi drills. If that wasn't there, this would not feel that bad. But they're very similar. This is actually a little bit more compact and a little bit lighter. But 2 amp hour battery on this thing. You got to remember, we have a tabless battery on that Ryobi, and they're claiming 450 inch-pounds. It's not even close to that. It's not even close to that. If we put the torque meter on it, it won't even be close. Now remember, this is dead cold. 2 amp hour battery, 4-inch timber lock. You ready? Let me find a piece of wood. Boom. Buried it. Dead cold with a way smaller, shittier battery. This kit cost me $31. This kit is $99. So is Ryobi really that cheap? I don't think so. They're going to take it out, it wants to. And it took it out. Took it a little while, but it took it out. There you go. There you go. Sunk it every time. Yeah, if I hear it one more time, I'm going to hit my head on the ceiling. Oop. My fucking stupid big hand hit the forward and reverse switch on that thing there. See? See what big guys have to deal with? See that, right? But this is a much better tool for a way cheaper price than the Ryobi Compact. It just is. Better warranty, too. 5 years. And Skill honors their warranties. I've had Skill warranty stuff, no problem. No questions. They just want the serial number and what happened to it. Maybe a little video or a picture. And they send you a new tool. These guys, pain in the ass warranty process. Trust me. I'll never try to warranty another Ryobi tool ever again in my life. So all these people that have Ryobi's back, I don't get it because there's better DIY brands out there than Ryobi. Ryobi's just the biggest name. They're kind of the Makita of the DIYs. Yeah, that one stopped just short, but you get the point, guys. For the price, you gotta remember, this doesn't have a tabless battery on either. It's got a 2 amp hour 18650 cell battery. So yeah. Oh, I see we got some crazies out there. Dongchang, best tool, lasts you long time. Josh broke drill to make it look bad. We make good tool long time. Sayer, man, you got to get out in the real world once in a while, man. I think the woods and all that type of stuff is starting to seep into your last brain cell. All right, let's do some drilling with this good-looking piece of shit drill. I should probably chop this side off, but I'm not because I'm fucking lazy. Is this going to be big enough? This... You cocksucker. Come on. I knew that was going to happen. God damn it. I knew it was going to be just a little bit too big. Oh boy. Houston, we have a problem. Hold on, guys. I got to fix this. Come on. Oh, it's always something, I tell you. It's always something. That's what I get for being lazy. Why in the fuck? All right, got it. All right, got it. Sorry, guys. Let me chop this off real quick. Maybe I got another piece of wood over here somewhere that we can just do. That's just shitty pine. What's this? This should do. We'll just have to do it in the middle because there's pocket holes in this thing. We'll just have to do it in the middle. That's all. Yeah, that's where the boards met up. Okay. All right. Had to lube up the. Had to lube it up to get it in there. Little red and tacky, baby. All right, let's get you down a little lower. My professional stand. Whoop. What are you guys saying? Float, sting like a butterfly. Time to buy bigger vice. Trip at Harbor Freight, yeah. I got another one over here on the side of my other bench, but I got my bench up against the wall, and it's hard for me to get in there. So, yeah. Okay, let's do the Bosch bits tonight, because they're already out. Screw it. Let's do the Bosch bits. Let's start off with a 3/8 Bosch paddle. Alright, C2 in drill mode. Can it do it? Great. I'm batting 1,000 today, guys. I don't like these Bosch fucking bits, man. I don't like them. Looks like we're gonna have to get different wood. Alright, this is a 1/2 inch, I believe. Yeah, 1/2 inch. It drills pretty smooth if you're using smaller bits. It's actually not half bad. Alright, 5/8. I don't like what happened there. This is gonna break. See how they don't want to go through the fucking wood? It's probably the wood. Hold on. What do we have here? What do we have here? I'm just using up junk wood I've had laying around, guys. I try to use up all my junk wood. That way I feel like I didn't waste anything, you know, before it goes in the burn pit. All right, what's this? 5/8. All right, 5/8. Success. How about 3/4? I can't see the comments right now, guys. I will get caught up once I'm done drilling, okay? 3/4. Nope. It did the 3/4. All right, let's move the wood on down. Move the wood on down, move the wood on down to... It's a little Jefferson's theme music there for y'all. Let's try 7/8. All right. All right, not horrible. All right, not horrible. 7/8. It did 7/8. I will be shocked if this thing can do an inch paddle bit. I'll be shocked. Let's give her a go. You never know. How much battery have we used? We've used the bar. One inch. I will be shocked. And that's why I hate Bosch paddle bits. When I did my testing with these, that was a constant problem with these flutes here. I don't know, they just don't go through the wood like other bits. Barely got through it. Let's try one more time. All right. I would say 7/8 is its limitations there. 7/8, definitely its limitations. That goes in the burn pile. Now I made a freaking mess. That goes in the burn pile. All right, I think I've had enough of this tool. What do you guys think, huh? Let's see what you guys are saying. What did Sayer say? Hey, we were going to make peg legs for veterans out for that, Josh. Sure, whatever you say. I got tools to touch. You want to make peg legs? You go right ahead. My nickname used to be Chubby, but I outgrew it. What the fuck? What's going on, Josh? What up, Caleb? We're just looking at the 30th anniversary drill from Ryobi. It's not really much to write home about. Got the rigid drill with the 4 amp hour tabless battery for 110. Yep. I was thinking about getting that, but that's got that, I already got the high torque one. And I know that drill that's in that kit is kind of underpowered a little bit. And I got like 3 brand new tabless rigid batteries still in the package in the back. But if it drops down anymore, if it goes under $100, I may pick it up. Because then, you know, we could, you know, test it out and say, hey, guys, look, we just got this rigid freaking drill. It's got more power than Ryobi. And it's got tabless batteries that Milwaukee will not offer you. Don't forget, guys, at the end of the live, we're giving this away tonight. I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to do it. We'll figure something out here on the way. We're giving this away tonight. Whee! Giving it away. All right. Now, what do we want to do next? Jigsaw? Little jigsaw. Little jigsaw. I got to find wood for it, though. Hold on. Let me get some hardwood. What's this? That's maple. That's ash. I got some cherry down here. Man, I'm running out of wood. I'm running out of wood. Running out of wood. What do I got up here? That's maple. Hold on, guys. Gotta find some freaking wood main. Gotta find some wood main. This will work. This will work. We'll just go like around the holes and stuff, right? That shall work. And if it don't work, I don't care. How do you like me there? Huh? Sarah, I don't know. How do you test stuff? I don't know. You get some wood and you do some drilling, right? I don't know. I got a lot of pressure treated wood. But I don't know too many people that are using a jigsaw in a 6x6, so I don't know too many people doing that. And I really don't want to waste good hardwood, you know what I mean, on test. Unless it's scrap, but usually the scraps are so small. All right, let's get a blade in it. Here, we'll take the blade right out of the flex one. Flex. Now here we go. Let's see. I didn't even put the plastic parts on this yet. We're just going all in here. We got it set on 0. Let's try it on 0. Gotta take your time with it. All right, let's go up to 1. And it is on high speed. All right, let's go to 2. Trying to use... Okay, that was 2. Then we'll go up to 3. And then we'll show you what the flex or the Milwaukee looks like. It's already better than the Vivor. It's cheaper. It was cheaper than the Vivor too. You know, it's one of them deals where you don't need it, but it's just so goddamn cheap. You can make content with it and all that stuff. That was on 3. No, that was on 2. All right, let's try 3. I forgot to put it up to 3. My bad. All right, not horrible. Let's go inside the hole because, you know, this is something you do. It's not bad. It's not horrible. Now let's try the flex. Let me get a stacker. This thing, this is actually, yeah, this is lighter than the Bosch. Feels better too. The Bosch has got like a cheap shoe on it too. It's just metal. This has got the nice paddings and I don't like... That's kind of a pain in the butt. This is not a pain in the butt. All right, let's see. We got the flex on 3. I got to move this. It's just so much more powerful. I can push this and it ain't bogging. And it's got more features. But this ain't horrible. It ain't horrible. It's not that bad. Not for 39 bucks, it's not that bad. Not that bad at all. Let's see. Padding is extra. Like the light feature, yep. My people would have had that all done by now. It's a Bosch. It better be. It's also like 8-year-old model. That's not, no it's not. No it's not. I just looked it up. I looked it up. It said it came out in 2024, the end of 2024. I put in the model number and I put, when did this come out? And it said the end of 2024 when I Googled it. I don't like how you can't lock in the trigger. It's just a trigger lock so that you can't press it. You can't physically lock in the trigger. You got to hold the trigger the whole time you're using it. And trying to get in here so that you can hold it like that isn't that great, but it's not horrible for the amount of money I paid. This is at least 15 years old. All right. Well, as soon as I get off of here, I'm going to Google it again. And then I'm going to post exactly what the Google says in our community. Just so y'all don't think I'm fucking nuts. Is the Flex way stronger? Oh, yeah. The Flex is way stronger than any other Jigsaw in the market. Yep. 110%. 110%. All right, Kansas. It is the GST 18V-37. Brushless motor. Yada, yada, yada. Matter of fact, sometimes you can get a date on these things. Yeah, August of 2025 it says this was made. August of 2025. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. Not for the price, at least, and the Bosch name. No, it's not brush. It's brushless. It's brushless. Look. Look. Says it right there. I'm just saying what I typed in Google. This is exactly what I typed in Google. When did this Bosch, and then I typed in the model number, get released? That's what I typed in, and it said the end of 2024. Why would you think this was a Ryobi? Why in God's green earth would I buy a blue Ryobi? Like, you can't even buy blue Ryobis anymore. They sell a better one for the same price point, both $129 at Acme. Yeah, I don't buy brush tools. Nope. See, Rodney knows I don't even fuck around with brush tools. Yeah, thanks, Souls. Yeah. Yep. All right, so I got to figure out how we're going to do this giveaway. Let me raise you up. All right. So, who's all in the chat right now? Hold on, I got to go get a pen and a piece of paper. We're just going to do this old school style. Name in a hat. Name in a hat. And we'll go from there. So hold on one second. Let me go get a piece of paper. I don't think I got paper down here. I'm going to have to go upstairs. Shit. I'll be right back, guys. Hold tight. I got the hard hat. We can't use the hard hat. We'll use the Harbor Freight hat. So here's how it's going to go. If you're still in the live stream, okay, and you want to win this right now, type in the chat yes. And then I will write your name down. And you guys got like 3 minutes to write yes. So cheeseburger. Give me a second because I'm going to have to get caught up on all this. Juan. What up, Juan? Newman. Rod. Souls, you don't want in? Okay. Jesse. H5K. Tara. We'll just put Tara B. Rod, I got you, man. I got you. Don't keep putting yes if you already put yes in once. Walter. Fran. We'll just say Walter Fran for short, okay? Jen Anderson. Kansas. J. True. Dan Fisherman. Jay Holt. Fix It Jimmy. Sayer. Sayer, I think you would like this. I'm going to be honest with you. Is that it? Is that it, guys? Is that everybody who said yes? Because if you didn't say yes, you're not getting in the drawing. I can't keep track of everybody in the chat. I can only keep track of who said yes. All right, you guys got 1 minute. So the video is at 67 minutes. You got till 68 minutes to write your yes in there. Yeah, this is who I got. Cheeseburger, Joan Newman, Rod W., Jesse H5K, Tara B, Walter Fran, Jen Anderson, Kansas, J True, Dan Fisherman, Jay Holt, Jimbo, and Sayer. If you're still in the live stream and want to win this, say yes. Okay, we got another one. Dom Bond. Dave Spuden. Guys, all right, last call. This is who I got. Cheeseburger, Joan Newman, Rod W., Jesse H5K, Tara B, Walter Fran, Jen Anderson, Kansas, J True, Dan Fisherman, Jay Holt, Jimbo Sayer, Dom Bond, and Dave Spoonden. Last call. Going once, going twice, closed. Sorry, there's 50 people watching and I only got freaking like 20 names. So, sorry, you didn't want to say yes? You don't get in. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to write. Yeah, guys, hit the like button, would you? I'm going to make little pieces of paper with your name on them. I'm going to write your name on them. They are going to go in a hat, and I'm just going to pick at a random out of the hat, okay? So bear with me while I do this, guys, all right? Bear with me. All right, there's Cheeseburger. He's done. Joan. You're done. Newman. You're done. Rod the Bod. You're done. Jesse H5K. You're done. Tara B. You're done. Walter Fran. You're done. Jen Anderson. You're done. About halfway through, guys. I wasn't here for the... Didn't want to join, but why not, right? Yep. Why not, right? You're here, right? Might as well take advantage of it. Kansas. You're done. J. True. You're done. Dan Fisherman. You're done. Jay Holt. You're done. All right, we got like 4 more names, guys, and then we'll get to shaking these up. Jimbo. Done. Sayer. You're done. Dom Bond. You're done. And then the last one, Dave Spoondon. All right. Here we go. In the Harbor Freight hat they go. You ready? Doobie 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 doo. Doobie doobie doo. Shake 'em up, shake 'em up. And then I'll hold it up high so I can't. Oh, one fell out. Hold on. Doobie doobie doo. Shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up, shake 'em up. How much do you guys want them shaking up? Huh? 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 Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Next time I'll just get my other phone and do like a random generator. Doobie doobie doo. Keep shaking. Oh, I got tickets falling out. Hold on. Keep shaking. Doobie doobie doo. All right, here we go. I'm gonna just, there goes my light that was hanging in the ceiling for lighting for you guys, huh? Let's see, who am I gonna pick? Who am I gonna pick? Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I think it's gonna be this one. Cheeseburger! Cheeseburger, you just won yourself a sander. Boom. Congrats, Mr. Cheeseburger. You just won a sander. Doobie doobie doo. All right, there you have it. Cheeseburger wins the sander. Now, I stand corrected. It's an updated version of the original Jigsaw from when it was released in 2004 America. Yeah, I know. I know. I Googled it. I know. Before I bought it, I Googled it because I don't want to buy some old fucking thing. So, yep. Cheeseburger, where do you live? Don't tell me your address over. Just what state do you live in, Cheeseburger? Oh, Pennsylvania? Well, what part of PA? Because I'm in Buffalo, New York. I'm like an hour away from Erie, PA. You anywhere near Erie? Probably by Pittsburgh or Philadelphia, if I had to guess. To anyone who hasn't done taxes yet, Trump did up the child credit, get more money. Yeah, but what about the people that don't have kids? How about that? How about people that own 3 small businesses and get raped from taxes every year and couldn't have children, so now we don't get thousands of dollars back. We actually owe thousands of dollars. Yeah, Tell me what they're doing for me, because they haven't done shit for me the last 20 fucking years. Doesn't matter what the president was. Us small business owners take it straight up the fucking pike every year, and it doesn't matter who the president is. So I'm happy for everybody who has kids who can just fucking get 15 grand back at the end of the year, because we owe 15 grand. Not a good subject with me. Probably shouldn't bring it up. Probably shouldn't bring up politics. About 2 or 3 hours from Pittsburgh towards New Jersey. All right. Well, my email is in the bio. Email me your shipping info, okay, bud? And then we'll get this in the mail sometime within a week, okay? All right? And please don't hound me on the shipping. I'm a very busy guy. When I have time to run it to the post office, I will run it there. I'm not a scammer. You can ask Jimmy. You can ask Jamie True. You can ask Derek at Honest Tool Reviews. They have all won my giveaways in the past, and they have all gotten their stuff within a week or so. So give me about a week to get it in the mail, but make sure you email me your shipping info, and we'll get this out to you, man. Congrats. It's a nice little sander. It's a nice little sander. Here's mine. This is mine. I've used it a shit ton. This is what got me started in woodworking right here. This little sander. You miss New York? Oh no, you don't. Wherever you move to is much better than living in this shithole. We're getting out of here. We're moving to Tennessee. We're getting the hell out of here. I can't stand living here anymore. Like I said, I'm sick and tired. The reason why we don't do our taxes right away, because we know we're going to end up owing 15, 20 grand. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. But multi-bazillion-dollar corporations can somehow not pay any tax whatsoever. But small businesses, you know, let's just bankrupt them, you know. Oh, they made 25 grand in profit last year. Let's hit them with 20 grand in taxes so that they can't fucking survive. Fuck out of here. I feel bad for you if you're in Albany, brother. I've bowled a lot in Albany, and that's slowly becoming a shithole too. I live in Niagara Falls, so I live in the biggest shithole in all of New York State. No, I can't pass it on to my customer. I can't. You can't. Because there's competition out there. You can't charge whatever 50 bucks more per ball drill than the next guy that's 10 miles down the street. You'll never do any business. That's my point. So do we, Kansas. I mean, I write off these tools, and I say I'm not gonna talk too much while I'm on YouTube live right now. I'm not gonna say what I do, but yeah, we write stuff off. It don't matter. It don't matter. You know what they want to do? They want to audit you. Last year, they wanted to audit us. We told them, go ahead, audit us. Go right ahead. They're more worried about some little small business that does 100 grand a year in sales than some fucking Amazon company that does $1 trillion a year, right? But they're more worried about us than them. Did I ever pay tax on open bowling back in the day? Yeah. Yep. A lot of places just factor it into the price, but like your AMFs and like your national chains, they add a sales tax. Yep, there's a sales tax on it. But a lot of the mom and pop places, they just add the sales tax into the game rate. Or some American company that gets everything made overseas. Yep. Nah, it doesn't make sense to me. Sorry. I won't agree with anybody about it, that it makes sense. I won't. Because guess what? We're already being taxed too much. We're taxed 28 times on our dollar. Sales tax. When you make your money, your paychecks, you get all that shit taken out in your taxes. Your 401ks, your fucking retirements, your this, your that. Everything is just tax, 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 tax. But somehow, we keep going deeper and deeper into debt. I'm sorry. I'm sick and tired of the rich getting richer, and the people that literally bust their fucking balls every day end up getting shysted. How about COVID? Don't even get me started on COVID, how it almost bankrupted us. Because we didn't have over 4 employees. We only had like 3 employees, including myself, so me and 2 other people. We weren't eligible for any of that bullshit that they were giving everybody else for free. Everybody else was getting $1,000 a week for free, this for free, that for free, that, this, that, and that. Not us. Not us. We had to drain our bank accounts to keep the business open. So I don't want to. You guys aren't going to win the argument with me on this subject. You're just not, because it boils down to the rich get richer. The people that bust their goddamn nuts to barely get by just continually get slammed up the you know what. Yeah, that's a, and it's always the state. It's not really so much the federal that rape us. The state wants to audit us every goddamn year. Every year they threaten us with audit. The last 3 years they've tried to threaten us with audit because our numbers have gone down. Because since COVID, it killed bowling. Either half the people, okay, so we shut down for all of 2020. We were shut down for almost 10 months. We were lumped in with movie theaters, okay? We weren't allowed to open up for 10 months. So we were pretty much shut down all of 2020. No revenue. But we still had bills we had to pay, didn't we? Okay, you can reopen, but you got to put shower curtains up between the lanes, and everybody's got to wear a mask, and blah, and they scared people, and blah, blah, blah. Well, 2021 comes along. Half the people either didn't want to come back to bowling because they filled their time with another hobby, or they didn't want to have to deal with the restrictions, or they were just so deadly scared of it, they didn't want to leave their house, period. So bowling went down like 65% that year. And it has never gotten back to where it was in 2020. So I'm just sick and tired of politics. I really am. I hate it all. It's all stupid. All this shit that's going on in the world today. It's going on in Minneapolis and Portland. It's all crazy to me, and I don't know. I don't want to go down this rabbit hole because I'll just end up getting pissed. I don't want to get pissed because we just gave away a tool. We should all be happy, right? Exactly. You never wanted to wear a mask. Exactly. My point exactly. Yeah, the only thing that sucks more than taxes is not making enough to even pay them. Yep, I know. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on a Saturday night. I'm going to be honest with you here. Let me take these off. They're hurting my eyes. You know, I don't know if you guys know, but a lot of you know our Great Dane Rocky. He's actually upstairs sleeping in his bed. I tucked him in. I was laying with him for about an hour and a half. I gave him his pain meds, and they kind of knocked him out a little bit. So when he fell asleep, I tucked him in with his blankie. He hates being cold, so he's got his own blankie. And then, you know, Rocky, our Great Dane, he has osteosarcoma in his shoulder. That's a very deadly bone cancer. And he's probably only got a few weeks left to live. And we found that out on New Year's Eve. Well, we took in Ruby 3 days ago. His sister, our other Great Dane, they're brother and sister. They've been with each other their entire lives. And we took in Ruby to the vet for a checkup, and they found lumps in her throat. Thinking maybe it was her Lyme disease flaring up, so they ran tests on it, they biopsied it, and it come back for lymphoma, which is a cancer of the lymph nodes. And she's in stage 3. So there's nothing we can do. It's just been really, really, really fucking shitty. I don't even know how to describe it. And then my brother and my sister, their mother passed away from cancer 5 days ago. And that's why Captain Dick hasn't been on the last couple of Fridays. Or maybe it was a week ago, but he hasn't been on the last couple of Fridays. Because he had to go out to Phoenix, Arizona to be with his kids. So yeah, it's been a real shitty couple of weeks to start the new year here. And I don't know, I haven't been too motivated lately. I just haven't. It's been kind of, it's hard to explain, guys. It just is. It's just hard to explain. You couple with getting, losing your job 2 weeks before Christmas. It's been a rough couple of, it's been a rough month and a half. And I've been trying to keep it positive and all that type of stuff. But, when stuff just keeps happening bad, it gets harder and harder and harder to keep it positive. Yeah, I know. And we looked into ivermectin and all that type of stuff, but they're too far. It's too far gone to try any of that stuff. We've talked to Cornell University. They specialize in what do they call it? Sorry, guys, my mind's going a mile a minute. They specialize at Cornell University. They specialize in dogs and experiment therapies for different types of cancers. And we called them to see if maybe Rocky could be a candidate for it. Because even if it didn't work, so what? If it didn't save his life, maybe they get the research that they needed so that it could save another dog's life down the road, to give him more time. But they said, his cancer is just too far advanced, and Ruby's in stage 3. It's the same thing with her, and there's nothing to do. But Ruby's not in any pain, guys. Rocky's in pain. Ruby's not in pain, but the problem with Ruby is her lymph nodes are just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Them lumps are going to keep getting bigger and bigger in her throat, and eventually she's not going to be able to eat. She's going to have to go on a liquid diet, and then we're probably a few days later going to have to make that hard decision and say goodbye. So the doctor said best case scenario, maybe she's got a month and a half, 2 months. And I think if Rocky made it to their birthday in March, that would be a miracle. And there's Christina. She's just getting home now. But yeah, so I was just laying around doing nothing. And I said, well, let's go mess with some new tools, kind of get my mind off of it for a little bit. So that's why we're here. All right, guys, Christina just got home, so we're going to get out of here. It's getting late, too. It's 1:15 in the morning here and all that stuff. But thanks for coming on with me. Congrats, Cheeseburger. Email me your ship info, and we'll get that out for you. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out here for a little bit. We'll talk to y'all later, all right? See you later.